It's an icon, it's world famous and it's uniquely Australian. It's the Ghan, which this week celebrated its 90th birthday. The railway opened up Central Australia, became a legend and then an international tourist attraction. Reporter Hendrik Gout and cameraman Tony Salvatore were invited along for the ride.
Ghan, the famous passenger train from Adelaide to Alice Springs in the dead centre of Australia's red centre.
It is one of the great rail journeys of the world.
He should know. He's Steve Kerningham and he's manager of Journey Beyond, which runs the Ghan.
There are people that come from all over the world and they've done trips on the Orient Express, they do the Rocky Mountaineer, and they come and they do the Ghan.
It's not a steam whistle these days, this is a diesel. And in the locomotive, driver Graham Dardler.
37 years as a driver, driving trains, so I've got a rough idea where the layout of the track, let's say.
But it was steam back on its first birthday, 1929, born in the same year as 90-year-old passenger Mavis Emsley.
But it's my big celebration.
Historian Valmay Henkel.
How important was the opening of the railway line to the opening up of South Australia?
Well, absolutely vital. It opened up the centre and provided methods of carrying gear and stuff that wouldn't have happened otherwise.
Linking the continent.
That's a good phrase.
Before the train, transport was via camel. The cameleers mostly from British India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, ergo, the Ghan. Passenger Sue Dardler is descended from one of those cameleers.
It's a very harsh country. You have to be strong and tough to live in this country, but it's a great country.
Today, Sue's descendants are still Central Australians, including her nephew, Graham.
The legacies continue to what we're doing today, being modern day cameleers, I suppose.
Today, travelling in conditioned air with superb dining, My Kitchen Travels, fine wine, lounge cars. Every passenger boarding the Ghan in Adelaide is greeted by bubbles, though some opt for coffee or both. On this trip we were offered a souvenir Akubra and Bollinger. Then the 1,500 kilometre journey begins. Through the mid-north, then the north, to the centre. Early Ghan journeys weren't quite as safe or luxurious. During the war, 30 troop trains a day passed through Hawker en route to Darwin and the Pacific War. In early days, the track followed a tortuous route. The steam trains needed water, and plenty of it, though not this much. Eventually, parts of the old line were rerouted, the old stations bypassed. We had just one stop, a deserted siding near Pimba, a stage, a concert in the desert under the dark umbrella of night. An outback birthday party like no other. Shane Howard from the Australian rock band Goanna, Christina New, Adam Thompson and, appropriately for the Ghan, Joe Camilleri.
Really awesome. Great concert.
Magical, yes. Unique, yes. Surreal, yes.
Excellent, yeah, no, thoroughly enjoying ourselves. Great way out under the starlight, yeah.
I think it's amazing. It's a great way to celebrate the Ghan's 90th.
And then it was back on the train and into the night, across the desert, to the Springs of Alice, 1,500 kilometres, 1,500 reasons to smile.
Well, I do actually enjoy this, and the comradeship, the mateship you make along the way.
If ever there's murder on this express, the victim might be Journey Beyond's affable boss, Steve, who's done this trip maybe 20 times. The possible culprit, a mild-mannered traveller. The motive? To take his job.
I think so. I certainly feel fortunate in this role. So.
And only 10 years to the centenary party.